When parents speak in the privacy of their rooms, they don't realize sometimes the children are outside listening to them, and they got to be very careful of their language or what they speak because kids are listening. Our brain is like that child standing outside the room, listening to each and everything we say, and it picks up everything. Even if we think it is not listening, it is that eavesdropping child listening to each and everything we say. Hi, my name is Davinder Singh, also known as Tony. And today I'm going to talk about certain things that we do with an effort, but they become an effortless part of our being. Much like the driving that we did in the beginning, we were paying so much attention to the brakes, to the accelerator, to the rear view mirror, to the steering wheel, to each and every person passing by. We were so conscious in the beginning, remember that? And then a few days later, a few months later, you become more confident. But years later, you drive for hours effortlessly because the efforts that we put consciously, they became a part of our effortless consciousness. Our brain is like that. It listens to each and everything we say, each and everything we do. There are networks, they're called neural networks in our brain, and they're formed with repetition. Whatever we do, they become a part of us. Now imagine this, that it is also a possibility that we have become grumpy, complainers, because we chose to see the negative. In the beginning, could have taken some effort in looking at the negative despite having so much positivity, so much blessings in life. I can keep on counting them for myself, and we will never come to an end with the blessings. But a lot of times our mind chooses to see the negative, starts complaining about them. As Guru Sahib says, "ए मन जैसा सेवै तैसो होवै, तेहे कर्म कमाए." This mind of ours, as it serves, that's how it becomes. And then subsequently, those are the actions it takes throughout the life. Its deeds are also around the thoughts that are formed because of those efforts that have been taken. Now, it is easy to see the negativity in others, but what we don't realize is we complain a lot. In a day, we are full of complaints, especially to our family members, not to our friends, not to strangers. We complain a lot to our family members. They hear our complaints consistently. And when we do them consistently, in our brain, it listens like a child. It listens to each and everything we say. And then those neural networks, they are formed as pathways are made. And that's exactly where the car is running. Each and every time we take that road, it becomes concrete. And we don't realize how we have become effortlessly grumpy and complaining all the time. No wonder life is so full of misery, no happiness, because we actually brought in that to ourselves. No matter where you are, no matter what you have, you can always be grateful. The practice of being grateful starts from each and everything, small little things. You got to learn how to have gratefulness. Much like when we were in school, we were told to pray before you eat. For what we are about to receive, oh Lord, make us to be truly thankful. This was the prayer we had in our school. I still remember. But all those years, standing at the dining table, we just repeated those words. Today, if we have to say those words, it would be looking at the food that you have and imagining those people who are starving. And you look at that food and you say, for what we are about to receive, oh Lord, make us to be truly thankful. Now those words are different. Just saying them is one thing, but saying them with that meaning, what we mean by it, it's such a different impact. No matter what, our brain is listening. When you are in your family and you start thanking your family members for each and everything they do, once in a while you call up a friend and say, thank you for always being there for me, listening to me. Thank you so much. Those thanks start building a new network in our brain, a new pathway. In the beginning, it would be just a narrow street. But as we keep practicing, as we start going on that pathway, it becomes wider and wider. We don't have to erase the negativity. A lot of people ask me, how do you erase negativity? I always give them the example of old cassettes. You remember those old cassettes? We used to have audio or video cassettes. If we wanted to erase them, there was no way to erase. We would just tape over them, a new audio or a new video. So that's how the old one was erased. Similarly, new habits erase the old ones. They don't eradicate them, they're still there, but new pathways can be made. So the more you are grateful, small things. I remember one Virji in Malaysia told me that they were sitting in a Gurdwara and one non-Sikh came to a Gurdwara, and when he received the prasad, he was crying. We normally receive the prasad and we eat it right away. He was crying. So they went to ask him, is it something that you have asked for, some boon that you wanted? Why are you crying? He said, I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at this. Prasad means blessings. And I'm realizing I am so lowly. I'm nothing and I've been blessed. And he was crying because of that. That's gratitude. When you start feeling grateful for each and everything, when you actually start saying Vaheguru, when you actually start meaning Vaheguru, not just saying it, even for the worst things that have happened to us, sometimes that is the most difficult thing to do. But those who have hurt you have made you more matured. Those who have left you have made you more independent. The day we are able to understand these words of Faridji, he says, Farida, 𝐤𝐻𝐻 tina na mare kum. Those who hurt you, those who punch you, don't punch them back. 𝐤𝐻𝐻 tina na mare kum. 𝐴𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐻 𝐸𝐿𝐻. Go within yourself. पैर तिना दे चुम. Go kiss their feet, because they brought about the lessons you would have never learnt on your own. That is saying Vaheguru. I'm grateful for each and everything that has been given to me. The more grateful we are, slowly our neural network changes. New pathways are made. We become more grateful, we become happier, because gratitude is the pathway to happiness. But it happens with effort, and slowly as we practice, consistency is the key. As we keep on doing it, the people we meet, situations we have, we start looking at them with so much positivity, so much gratitude, that happiness is inevitable. It just comes along. So learn, just as in driving, in the beginning you have to put an effort, and slowly you become effortless. Gratitude is like that. You have to practice it. Before I go, please subscribe to the channel and share these videos with all those people who you think can benefit from them. Thank you so much for listening, Ji. Apologies for the mistakes. Gurfateh, Sat Sri Akal, Salam, Namaste. Thank you so much. See you again.